It is a green means go kind of Friday because Monday is going to be taxing. May 14th, Kelly Collis, how you doing?
Yeah, we've got some real fun DC headlines, including the big news that came out late yesterday, and we're all celebrating today about the mask mandates from the CDC. And forget the gas shortage. That's not what we need to be worrying about, people. Chick-fil-A has a serious shortage that people are losing their minds over.
Plus, Heroes on a Half Shell, Turtle Power in Arlington. Why you should be concerned about baby turtle crossings.
Aw.
Plus, one of DC's most popular local bands that's making it big has a brand new album out, and other things like from celebrities that we would have normally been super excited about, but now are just kind of like, okay, whatever. Like, this superstar's got a new movie. I guess I'll watch it on TV. I don't care. It's a strange new world. That's for sure. Plus, we got to talk about the Friends reunion. We'll make it DC. Don't worry. But this 11-year-old pop star is involved in the reunion, and I don't understand why, because I did the chronology. We'll get into that in just a little bit, too. If you want to catch up with any of our past shows, you can grab those on the Real Fun DC app, or just search Tommy and Kelly anywhere you get your podcasts.
Live from DC. Broadcasting around the Beltway and beyond, it's Tommy and Kelly made in DC on the Real Fun DC channel and on demand anytime, anywhere you get your podcasts.
All I know is the last CDC graphic was like a stoplight, right? It was like red things and yellow things and green things, but masked green things and unmasked green things. And it was kind of confusing as to what in the heck people who were vaccinated can do. And yesterday, the CDC was like, everything basically is what you can do. I like this graphic way better because you're fully vaccinated, you're on the right, and there you go. There's the things you can do.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting to see that come down. I was actually at the Nats game wearing my mask. I am fully vaccinated. And I was like, can I take my mask off? And my husband's like, no, you can't do that yet because I guess the counties, DC has to make their own, saying that they are applying those CDC guidelines. And I guess Maryland and Virginia have come out and said it, but then you got to wait for the counties to do it. It's going to be a little bit of a gray area, I think, for the next couple of days until we all get used to it.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where we are. All I know is that according to the CDC guidelines, I can now sing in an indoor chorus without my mask on. So I need to first of all find a chorus that is indoors, and I may do it just because I can. Just because I can.
Wait. You have to find a chorus that's indoors that wants you, Tommy.
Right. That's going to be even harder. I've been watching a lot of Schitt's Creek, and I feel like it's probably the same way Moira tried to get into the chorus is going to be my they're not going to want me in there. That's for sure. But look at this. This is great. All the things now that you can do. And if you're not vaccinated, there's a lot of things you can't do. So today's a great day to go ahead and plan your vaccination and make it happen. No judgment. Glad you're here. Let's do this.
For sure. It's super exciting. We're the 15-year-old, the youngest in the household, has just gotten her first shot. So we are well on our way. And I know a lot of people are excited. I will say, though, just being out and talking to people yesterday, there's some people that are just like, you know what? I'm good. I've been wearing my mask for a while. I feel comfortable. I got my routine down and I'm going to wear it. I'm like, great. Mm-hmm. Me personally, I cannot wait to take it off.
And you know what? You're allowed to because you got vaccinated. But there's also, people are figuring with travel, like trains and buses and planes and all that stuff. There's still going to be rules and regulations. I was listening to the CDC director yesterday talking about how that's like an interagency policy decision. And she's like, we're going to let them make that call, and then we'll swing back around.
I mean, scheduling for that must be very challenging.
I hope they use something like Calendly that we use because it makes everyone's calendar sync up easily. Not an ad, but it could be.
So yesterday I went on a hunt to find some gasoline for my car in DC, and it was just a little challenging. As we know, there's a gas shortage. Forget that.
Hang
Stop
on.
what
Did
you're
you
doing.
need gas, or are you putting it in plastic bags like a lunatic?
No. I'm traveling. My daughter's in Philadelphia right now as we speak, and I'm traveling up there to go see her regatta. So yes, right. I need to get two in from Philly.
I don't feel like you have to say that, but I feel like you have to say that, right? Like you weren't filling up your plastic Coke bottles, which don't do that, people. Just saying is all.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the gas shortage. This is much bigger than the gas shortage.
Oh, really? What's that?
Yeah, Chick-fil-A has announced that they have an industry-wide supply chain issue, and many of the stores are experiencing a shortage of items like the sauces. Now,
whatever are we going to do?
I've got several of them in my pantry. Like
Oh, yeah?
literally, we stockpile them because when we cook the nutritious meal of chicken nuggets, the our family likes to enjoy the Chick-fil-A sauce. So I'm just wondering if I should be like auction. We probably have 15 packets.
Yeah, I think you should sell them.
Should I?
Well, are we talking about like the individual snack size packs that you get with a meal, or because they also sell them? They also like sell bottles of it, right?
No, this is at the stores, the individual ones. They're saying that they're limiting the amount that you can take with your order. And this is due, like, think about all the supply chain issues that we've had, right? Like toilet paper, gas, now Chick-fil-A sauce. Like I blame it on like a lot of the stuff that happened down in Texas. It was horrible, but there's so many manufacturing sites down there that a lot of stuff is thing. And then the stupid ship in the Suez Canal, like that messed up everything. Yeah. It was sort of this perfect storm. So we'll see if what will happen if this shortage will end soon.
I wonder where the supply for that Chick-fil-A comes from.
Well, probably Russia.
From Chick-fil-A?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, who knows? But I will tell you, Kelly, if you say the manufacturing word one more time, my husband will disappear like the Candyman. So
I know. Oh, that's right. No, the supply chain. I know they're working very hard. I'm not knocking manufacturers.
I'm gonna go ask him what the deal is if he's around.
Not right this second because we got some other things to get to. But yeah,
sounds good. We'll circle back on that with an in-depth episode on the supply chain and what's going on with Chick-fil-A sauces.
For sure.
Perfect. The Friends reunion is happening. And as somebody who loves that show so much, I don't know that I really want to watch it.
Okay, well, I will tell you that both my kids got into it during the pandemic because they were able to binge watch it. So maybe it's not targeted to you.
Oh, wow.
Like there's this whole generation that has fallen in love with Friends.
Totally, but it's not right. The Friends reunion, Jennifer Aniston posted sort of like this piano playing video of them walking all together. It's not going to be like a Friends episode. It's going to be like a Andy Cohen, like Watch What Happens Live thing, right?
I'm not really sure. It's going to be on HBO in a couple weeks, so that's kind of exciting. They will have some special guests, some celebrity guests, some that were on the show, some that weren't even born when the show came out, like Justin Bieber.
I actually Googled this. So Justin Bieber was born in 1994 and Friends went off the air in 2004. But I don't understand why Justin Bieber gets to be part of the Friends situation.
Well, maybe he plays someone's child.
Oh, God. That's so. But it's more of like a talk, right? It's not like an episode. Like they're themselves. They're not the characters. I think.
Honestly, there's two things I saw that were served up to me on Instagram yesterday. The White House is getting rid of the masks, and Jennifer Aniston on Friends. And I got to be honest with you, the thing I was more excited about was getting rid of the masks. So I did not do a deep dive on it. I just like, oh, this is kind of cool. I'll mark my calendar.
It's going to be on May 27th on HBO Max. Also, Tom Selleck, who was one of the guest stars on the show. David Beckham is going to be on it too. I was trying to, in my head, remember if David Beckham was ever on Friends.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like he was famous, like hot soccer player model Beckham in like before 2004. I feel like he would have had a storyline.
Yeah, on brand.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Lady Gaga is going to be on there. She was not on Friends, unless maybe she would play an extra one time that we didn't know about. And BTS, pretty sure BTS is not part of the original Friends.
Again, we would have to do the math to see if they were actually alive.
I don't believe they were. I'm pretty sure they were not.
Yeah.
But I'm also pretty sure that BTS was not featured in one of the episodes.
Well, see there. I mean, it's a little mixed bag of celebrities that are joining it. I think it's kind of cool and exciting.
Yeah, I'm into it. So you can check that out. I'll make it DC because Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt's one of their first very public kisses was at the 930 Club.
Was it really?
Thank you. Yes.
I can do 6 degrees here. So Justin Theroux, who was married to Jennifer Aniston, grew up here in DC. He went to the lab school.
That's right.
Right. So there's another DC connection if we're playing that game. I mean, now they're no longer together, so whatever. But yes.
Awesome. In my head, I confused Justin Theroux and Justin Trudeau, and I was like, "Where's she going with this?"
The actor, not the politician,
has an embassy on Pennsylvania Avenue, so we'll make that DC as well.
Fair enough.
And one of them's got to be Canadian, right? Of the same. Just doing the math. But speaking of Angelina Jolie, who very famously shot a lot of movies in DC and once went to the Georgetown Metro stop, we're gonna let that slide. But she's got a brand new movie that's coming out on HBO Max, and like it's such a thing about the times that we're in, right? Because normally Angelina Jolie having a thriller come out, we would have heard about it 9 to 48 months in advance.
For sure.
I found out about it because I was on HBO Max, and they're like, "Hey, by the way, tomorrow Angelina Jolie's got a brand new movie." It's like, what? It's about, well, she plays a firefighter in a fire tower who fights forest fires, but then she finds a mysterious kid.
Anyone else in trouble?
My dad said if anything happened, I should find someone I can trust. Are you someone I can trust?
Oh, I don't know. Can he trust her? What's going to happen?
Yeah, there's a lot happening there. But I am glad that she's working again. She does have a lot of mouths to feed. So it's good for her.
That is certainly true. It's called Those Who Wish Me Dead, and it rolls out today in theaters and also on HBO Max.
Hey, but if you're vaccinated, you can go to movie theaters.
I guess. I mean, there's a lot of places I'm really excited to go about. Back into a deep, dark movie theater with sticky floor. I'm not really sure that's like my jam.
I hear you. Unless they serve cocktails, it will be fine.
Yeah, maybe I'll go to one of the cocktail theaters. Also, today, super awesome. DC's like cool band, the Trampoline Kids. Shaed has a brand new album out called High Dive, and I listened to it this morning. It's got 13 songs on it. I love the song Part-Time Psycho. There's also a great remix for it.
I wonder who that's about.
I don't know. But they're super cool. They're from Silver Spring. It's two twin boys, and one of the brothers is married to the lead singer, but they all kind of like live together. I got a lot of questions about that arrangement. But the album is awesome. I listened to the whole thing this morning. Dizzy, Osaka are great records, songs on it as well. Once Upon a Time is great. But you gotta check out Part-Time Psycho, man.
Perfect.
I
will listen to it on my drive today.
And there's also a great, like I said, there's a remix of it, Part-Time Psycho, the remix, which you might want to check out too.
Oh, good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Want to give you a heads up too. Monday's tax day. Just make sure you're ready for that. Don't want that sneaking up on you. Of course, there was a big extension, so that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, yes. It's kind of like, yeah. It's sort of like womp womp. Like, I feel like if you do your taxes on time, you're probably in good shape. But there's always the last minute people that are filing away.
And then, of course, we have something for the news media to get a hold of too, right? They'll be like, we're at that post office as the line closes down, and we'll see if anybody's waiting.
Yeah.
So there's that. But fun facts. Do you want some fun tax facts, Kelly?
Ooh, that's compelling content. I don't know, Tommy.
I've prepared them for us.
Get it?
Tax joke. 81 million Americans are going to receive a tax refund this year, according to the IRS. And the average tax refund is about $3,000. And there's, as of yesterday, there are 40 million Americans who have yet to file.
Wow. That's more than I thought it would be.
Right? Like people, we had a whole, I mean, yeah, there's been a crushing pandemic and all kinds of crazy ish going on, but we've had an extra month.
Yeah. And also just like get it done, because by the time you file it and get it done, then you have to start thinking about the next round of taxes, right? Like,
Yep. And so the IRS says that 9 in 10 refunds are issued within 21 days of filing electronically.
Aren't they efficient?
Look at that.
Well, we gave them a tax-free loan. That's the least they could do.
I know. Wow. That guy. Whatever happened to the guy in the dollar suit? Manny the Uncanny. What the heck was his name?
Oh yeah, that like, it was kind of in your face.
Yeah, he's a local guy too, right? He was like, "Don't be giving loans to the government. There's all these programs you can take advantage of." We bought that book. We bought that book when I was in Pennsylvania. Never got any program money out of it.
Tommy.
Manny the Uncanny, I think his name was. He wore the suit. He did the whole thing.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Also, in some good news, the National Cathedral is reopening their doors, and it is limited, and there's going to be all sorts of limits of who and how you can go in. But they have an awesome exhibit that's starting Friday evening of these beautiful paper origami doves all in the rafters. And depending on the time of day that you can go, the stained glass windows will illuminate the doves in different ways. How cool is that?
That's awesome. That's awesome. We talked about it when it first opened, but now this is the day people are going in there. You can reserve your tickets online. It's a donation to the Cathedral. They haven't started their Sunday service or that kind of stuff yet, but you live near there, Kelly. Is it like, are you seeing it kind of come back to life and the
Yes.
excitement?
Yes, I in the last couple days, just like there's less parking available there because it was pretty much ghost town, and a lot of people have been using it as an outdoor space. I mean, it's obviously a gorgeous outdoor space, and the Bishop's Garden there is in full bloom. So there have been people, but you can tell like it's been like locked up and boarded up, but the doors are starting to open up, and it's just exciting to see that beautiful iconic space be part of not only for locals but for tourists too.
Yeah, I love that. That's one of the places like when you I mean, I don't know about you, but like when I didn't go there as much as I should have, right? Because it was always there, like whatever. It was one of those places like when it closed, like, wait a minute,
I
I want to
know.
go there.
I know.
Also today, the National Museum of African American History and Culture reopens, the Renwick reopens, and the Portrait Gallery reopens, which are awesome.
It's exciting.
Ford's Theater opened earlier this week. And then next Friday is when the National Zoo, the American History Museum, and the National Museum of the American Indian all open up here in the DC area too. So it's super cool.
I love it.
Figure we tell you before all the out-of-towners get the tickets. So you have to go to the right website to get your tickets and reserve them because the out-of-towners are going to get their hands on them and they're going to come in. So I just want our local Real Fun DC peeps to get their hands on them first.
For sure.
And if you want to catch up with any of our past shows, I can't imagine why you wouldn't want more of this year. You can search Tommy and Kelly anywhere you get your podcast. And please grab the Real Fun DC app to check out all of our other awesome shows here on Real Fun DC. Have a great weekend.
See you on Monday.